I plug in. Any parents want to record this, feel free. I see a lot more people have their journal. I know everybody is going to hear me, but it's very important to listen. Okay, you hear me say this all the time. There's not a wrong way or a right way. There's a better way. Okay, not a wrong way or a right way. There's a better way. I'd like to talk a little bit about the forehand. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. Unfortunately, probably a lot of you do the stroke like people did back in the day. The problem is the game is much faster. The game is much quicker. Stroke mechanics of how you hit the ball, see on the forehand, is at an all-time high, besides movement, okay? So how you hit the forehand, there's actually a better way. And unless the student doesn't want to do it, depending on what your goals are and stuff, but if you even want to think about playing high-level tennis, okay, you should try to do the way I'm going to explain, hit the forehand. Now, a lot of you, okay, and a lot of people around the world will say, well, the kids are too little to do this, they're not strong enough. It's not true at all. I've had people 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, girls, boys, cat, dog, doesn't matter who, they can do this stroke. It's all a matter of understanding exactly what's going on. Now, a lot of you turn your shoulders, have the racket up, and you make like an arc, or you make a rainbow, or a banana, or a candy cane, or a Ferris wheel, or the letter C, okay, whatever, a loop, whatever. Not saying that's wrong. You can do that. If you keep it kind of on this side of the body, that's better. But some of you guys take the racket back to Miami, and it's on this side of your body. So we're not going to do that type of stroke. Here's the stroke we'd like you to do. And my partner, Dr. Brian Gordon, okay, who actually has his PhD in biomechanics. He did his thesis on this back in the day. Okay, in my opinion, he's the #1 sports science guy on the planet. Okay, and his mind's made of granite. Trust me, we got into this stuff 17 years ago and explained what was happening on the Pro Tour. I broke it down microscopically. Best-selling video ever in the history of the USPTA. A lot of analysis, too much for people, but now as time has went on, you see people kind of understanding what's really going on. Watch this. When you take the racket back, the shoulders still take it back, but instead of going that way, elbow back, elbow extension. Elbow back, elbow extension. There was a clock. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The racket would come out 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45. If it comes out at 6, it's not going to work the way I'm going to explain it. If it goes on this side, it won't happen. So, it's very natural, especially for a lot of you little ones. When you take it back, this is a joint, this is a joint, and that's a joint. Human body, it feels natural to do this. That's a natural movement. It's not as natural to go that way. But this is what you see. Calculus, Sinner, Djokovic. I could go on and on and on and on. Almost all the guys. Elbow back, elbow extension. Look, elbow back, and it goes this way. It goes this way. Now, what's going to happen is this. Once you're here, and you extend, you start to go this way. The power starts from where? The ground. So right now, I'm talking muscle mechanics. I'm talking the mechanics of the swing. But remember, if you don't use your legs correctly, or you started from the ground, it's not going to matter. So once it's elbow back, elbow extension, some of you have seen video, the racket's going to go this way, like you're going to tap a dog. Even though I like cats better, I'll say dog, okay? Now, you don't pet the dog, you tap the dog. And when you think of tapping the dog, the angle of the wrist would be cocked up, okay? Now, some people out there will go, no, you don't tap the dog. I'm not saying you're gonna go like that, okay? But in progressions, you gotta go almost A, B, C. A, B, C. You got to do that. Once you visit the neighborhood, it's like a GPS. You're going to know where to go the next time. A, B, C. Now, once you do this, it's a pull. It's like there's a rope in your hand. You're going to pull the rope. Okay? A, B, pull. You don't want to do this. A, B, boom. You're going to do, that's the old stroke. Okay? A, B, pull. Now here's what happens. Some of you older ones, you might take physics. A, B, where the racket is. When I pull on the handle, this is the handle. When I drive my legs, turn my hip, and I pull the handle, look where the racket goes. Watch. Bang, bang, boom. Look, this is what we call the flip. Listen. Look, when I pull on the butt cap, the other end of the racket goes